Hello, my name is Brett Spence, and today we'll be talking about the Littorio class battleship. Alright, let's begin. The Littorio class battleship was built as a response to the French Dunkirk class of battleships. The original design was for a 55,000 ton armed with 16-inch guns in 3 twin turrets with a top speed of 28 to 29 knots. But this design was rejected in favor of a larger ship armed with 15/50-inch guns in 3 triple turrets due to the 15/50-inch guns already being designed for a previous cancelled ship and could be built much sooner. The first 2 ships of the new class being Leto and Vittorio Veneto being laid down on the 28th of October 1934 and would be finished in the 6th of May and 15th of May 1940, with the other 2 ships, Roma and Emperor, were laid down in May and September 1939, but with Italy joining World War II in June 1940, meaning only the Roma was finished in the 14th of June 1942, with the Emperor never completed. The final design for the Leto had a displacement under 41,000 tons with a main armament of 15-inch guns in 3 triple turrets, a secondary armament of 6-inch guns in 4 triple turrets, and a anti-aircraft armament of 12 90mm anti-aircraft guns, 20 37 Beretta AA guns, and 20mm Beretta AA guns. The armor was 11 inches on the belt with 2.75mm outer plating. The deck armor was 3.5 to 5.9 inches. Bulkheads were 2.75 to 11 inches. The barbettes were 14 inches and the turret was 15 inches. And 10 inches of armor for the conning tower. The ship had a speed of 30 knots and carried 3 aircraft, which could be the Eman RO-43A reconnaissance floatplane or Regini RE-200 Catapulti was a fighter aircraft for the Regia Marina on the day of the armistice on the 8th of September 1943, with the aircraft being launched on a stern catapult. The Leto was commissioned on May 6, 1940, and she was transferred to Taranto along with her sister ship Vittorio Veneto, where they took part in Operation Hats, a anti-convoy operation, but saw no action due to poor reconnaissance, and took part in other anti-convoy operations. On the night of the 10th to 11th of November, the British launched an air raid on Taranto with 21 swordfish, where she was hit 3 times, 2 in the bow and 1 in the stern, which caused serious damage to the ship due to the lack of anti-torpedo protection, which led to the bow of the ship resting on the seabed. It was later discovered that there was a 4th unexploded torpedo under the ship's keel before could be brought into dock, which happened on December 11th, and repairs were completed on 11th of March 1941. After being repaired, she went back to anti-convoy and escort convoy duties, with Leto's major engagement at the Second Battle of Seti, where, with the fall of darkness, several British destroyers made close-range attacks on the Leto, but were driven off by the Leto's heavy firepower, with HMS Havoc and Kingston being seriously damaged, with HMS Euryalus being damaged. After being inactive for the first 6 months of 1943 due to a severe fuel shortage till the fall of Mussolini's government and Italy surrendered to the Allies on the 8th of September 1943, the Leto, now renamed Italia, set sail to Malta with the rest of the Italian fleet to be interred for the remainder of the war. But the Luftwaffe launched an air raid with Dornier Dio 217s armed with Fritz X guided bombs, with one of the bombs hitting Italia's number 1 turret and causing serious damage, with the ship being scrapped in 1952. At La Spezia, the Vittorio Veneto was commissioned on the 28th of April 1940, where she took part in Operation Hats and other anti-convoy operations till the 10th to 11th of November, with the Taranto raid happening, but luckily for her, she managed to survive the raid with no damage. She would take part in the battles of Cape Spartozio and Cape Matapan, along with other convoy and anti-convoy operations, till, along with the rest of the Italian fleet, to Malta to surrender to the Allies, and was scrapped in 1941. Roma was commissioned on the 14th of June 1942 and would set sail to Malta to surrender to the Allies when the German Dornier Dio 217s armed with Fritz X bombs, where the Roma was hit on the starboard side with the bomb exploding beneath the keel, causing major flooding, causing her to lose speed. Then a second bomb hit her on the starboard side, detonating in the forward engine room, causing heavy flooding in the magazine of the main batteries of the turret number 2 and the front port side. Then, seconds after the original explosion, a secondary explosion blew the 15-inch turret off, causing catastrophic flooding, and the ship quickly capsized and broke into two. Out of 2,021 crew, only 596 survived, with 1,393 total fatalities. This brings us to an end of Italy's last battleship. If you like this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.